Alright, back with another basic only deck. And today, I have been cooking up a Raichu deck base only. And this is surrounded with Raichu's agility attacks, so let's get into it. Starting off with obviously basic Pikachu. 3 copies of those. And again, just annoy the jungle version of the basic Pikachu. Just replace them if you have them. At the moment, only have one base set version. But obviously, the focus is on Raichu, basic Raichu, and the reason why is because of Raichu's agility attack. So, agility, you flip a coin and it prevents any damage or even effect, I think. Yeah, so you can see right here. Flip a coin during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects, including damage to Raichu. And it does 20 damage, so yeah. It does require a lightning energy and double colorless, but you can accommodate that with double colorless. Electabuzz is really good for this meta because that one lightning energy costs and requires another energy. Just hits the nail of every hasty big basic on there, so Electabuzz is essential for this deck to thrive. And then lastly, this one is just for fun. Magnemite. It has Thunder Wave, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is not paralyzed, similar to Electabuzz, Thundershock. And self-destruct, this is where it gets fun. Does 10 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. Doesn't apply weakness and resistance onto the bench. And Magnemite does 40 damage to itself. So it does require an extra energy, similar to, again, with Electabuzz. But does a full 40 damage, so it doesn't have to be off a coin flip. But it does delete Magnemite fully, so that's why we do run something else alongside with Magnemite. But yeah, Thunder on Raichu, you're not gonna use Thunder at all. Does 30 damage to itself. Its tails. Yeah, nothing like insane. Raichu is mainly for that agility attack, self-defense kind of way, and yeah, that's how it goes. And Thunder Punch is very useful. Does damage to itself, but again, we're gonna get into trainer cards after this, so let's get into it. Alright, so into the trainers. We got 3 copies of Pokemon Trader, 2 copies of Scoop Up. Oh, you can't even see it. There we go. That's better. 2 copy of Last. Full playset of injury removal. 2 copies of super energy removal. 2 copies of Defender. 2 plus power. 3 Gust of Wind. 3 energy retrieval. 3 item finder. 3 Professor Oak. Full playset of Bill right there to round off the trainer cards. Now, Defender is the main attribute about this deck. Defender is really good just for defensive decks like this, and this can actually help with Magnemite self-destruct, so it won't actually knock out Magnemite. It will actually prevent that damage to Magnemite and still kept Magnemite alive, so that you can keep using self-destruct over and over again. So Defender is really good. And then Scoop Up is just for just scooping out your Electabuzz and Magnemite if they get into hot water. So yeah, great way. Now onto the energy. Onto energy, so purely off of double colorless too. So we're starting off with DCE, a full playset of DCE, 4 copies of those, and finally the lightning energy to round off this deck. So 4, 8. I don't know if you know this, but I just like counting in 4s. I don't know. 12 and 16. There we go. 16 lightning energy and 4 double colors. Alright. So yeah, that is the deck. Like I said, this is mainly pure off base off of Raichu's agility. So yeah, Raichu's agility isn't that bad. By the way, this is a proxy. Clearly, but yeah, the agility on Raichu can come in clutch when it comes to taking incoming damage from Hitmonchan or anything that is you know, super strong against Raichu or any of the other lightning attackers. Actually, wait, I forgot Duel. Oh shoot. Oh wait. Oh god, I'm missing a Pokemon. Oops. I forgot Duel. Yeah, because Duel actually resists Hitmonchan. I don't know why I didn't put it. Dang, I actually forgot. I'll be there in a sec. Alright. Alright. Thank God I remind myself of bringing Duel. That is the missing piece of the Pokemon. Like I mentioned, Duel is, you're going to see Duel in the basic only a lot, because it's by far the best and versatile Pokemon. 2 copies of Duel. Reason why is because it has a fighting resistance and it has a free retreat. Attack is not bad. I mean, it requires 1 energy and you'll be doing roughly an average 10 to nothing, so nothing really too outstanding, but it's mainly for that resistance and fighting and that free retreat. So yeah, that is the missing piece of this deck. Duel. I'm so sorry that you know, they thought that's it. Like, oh, that's it? What? But yeah, I was missing something that I forgot. Like I mentioned, Magnemite is more so just for fun card. I mean, that self-destruct is very intriguing. And unfortunately, it doesn't imply weakness. I wish that was the case.
What?
But, oh wait, no. Oh no. That was to the bench. Never mind.
Stupid jackass! God, none of you idiots know anything.
Just ignore what I just said. That was so stupid of me. I only see you want weakness and resistance onto your bench too. Alright, so I guess that's it for this video. Raichu is actually, the thing is that I play tested around, and obviously it does pretty well against Rain Dance because it's lightning, right? So Rain Dance is going to be very scared about this, but again, Rain Dance base set only does run with Gyarados, so Gyarados is pretty massive and takes some time, so that could be a weakness of ours. But again, agility does prevent some damage. Raichu has 80 HP, so that's not bad. Like I said, like the Buzz is the main, possibly the main attacker. Actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, you already know. Like the Buzz, Haymaker. It's already like iconic to say the least. But yeah, this is like by far the best Raichu deck I could pull off. Base set only, you're quite limited. I guess some honorable mention would be probably maybe running with Electrode, but I don't think, Thunder. I don't know. On Raichu, Zap doesn't make sense because there's no weakness, right? But on Raichu, like, that sort of doesn't make any sense, and that's not like the whole thing for this deck. So I don't know about Electrode because, yeah, I just don't think so. It's making the deck too bloated, and that's not what we're here for the Buzz Zap archetype. But you could certainly run it. I just wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, this is by far I could do in the base only Ikakuka for Raichu. The base set Pikachu, I didn't mention too much, but it's nothing really much special about it. Has a colorless attack, and then Thunder Jolt. If Tails, it'll deal 10 damage to itself. So yeah, nothing special right there. But I guess it's like an okay attacker off the start. But either way, they do have very low HP, so they're gonna get knocked out by Hitmonchan off the bat. So yeah, this deck is risky if you're starting off with Magnemite and Pikachu, or either one of them. You can easily get knocked out by Hitmonchan, or even a Machop, right? So that is the problem with this deck, and that is certainly one of the huge cons. Besides that, it does well against water decks and flying type decks, so that is something. But agility does help this deck a lot because, again, like I mentioned, you really mainly just want to get off that agility and just add some plus powers, deal more damage, and then you can just swap outs with I like the Buzz and then get the KO off of there. So that's mainly what the purpose of this deck. Just agility to deal some chip damage. They can't attack you because if you got heads, that'd be fantastic, and then you can just Raichu has one retreat cost, so you can just retreat into like the Buzz and knock it out. Magnemite, possible, but that's just, that's a card that I just add in. And like I said, for any dual archetype here, soaks up some damage and has free retreat. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, you can actually possibly run more defenders or more plus powers, whatever you can do. This is by far the best archetype for Raichu by the moment. Yeah, Chansey, that's also a recommendation. Now the base set Magneton, not the best. It's pretty bad, so I wouldn't certainly run it at all. Again, it's all on your favor, so if you do have a base set Magneton, go ahead, but it's not consistent enough to be a viable attacker nor a good Pokemon to use at all. Um, but yeah. Base of Raichu, Zoomshock. I forgot to mention the name. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, Zoomshock. That's what it's called. And yeah, let me know. See how it goes. Again, like I mentioned, this is possibly a just for fun deck. I wouldn't say, it's near competitive, but hey, if you can cook over Raichu, you can cook it, You really just want to put that creativity onto deck building. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. So, yeah. Zoomshock, and that is it. End of video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.